Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Tarun Sharma. In this video I will discuss about chapter 2nd, class 9, topic 3rd, memory unit or storage devices. Concept of computer memory. Computer memory is a storage space in computer where data and instructions required for processing are stored. Let us discuss about memory units. The working place in computer where all data is stored is called memory. There are small cell called bit. In this cell, data is stored in the form of 0 or 1. 0 is representing off or low voltage and 1 is representing on or high voltage, and this digit is also known as binary digit. Next, bit. The smallest unit of memory is a bit or binary digit that is represented by 0 or 1. And next, nibble. A nibble is a group of 4 bits, sequence of 4 bits. And next, byte. A byte is a group of 8 bits or collection of 8 bits, and 2 nibbles also equal a byte. Some other memory units are units of computer memory measurement. 1 bit equal binary digit that is represented by 0 or 1. 8 bits equal 1 byte. A 1024 byte equal 1 KB. KB stands for kilobyte. A 1024 KB equal to 1 MB. MB stands for megabyte. 1024 MB equal to 1 GB. GB stands for gigabyte. 1024 GB is equal to 1 TB. TB stands for terabyte, and so on. Your byte is the highest memory. Clear? Okay, done. Types of memory. A memory is a virtual processing of component in any computer. The computer has basically two types of memory. First, internal memory. Second, external memory. You see in this diagram internal memory, RAM. First, internal memory. It is also known as main memory or primary memory. The memory that holds data and instructions during processing, and it is a temporary memory. The main memory can be classified into two types. First, RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. It is a volatile memory, that is, data stored in it is lost when we switch off the computer or if there is a power failure. It is a temporary memory used as a scratch pad, hence it does not help in storing data. And second, it is a read-write memory. Okay. Simply we can say that RAM is a temporary memory. And next, ROM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is a non-volatile memory, that is, the information stored in it is not lost even if the power supply goes off. It is used for the permanent storage of information. It is a permanent memory of computer. Some notes is that the CPU attaches to two kinds of memories. First, RAM, which is volatile, and second, ROM, which is non-volatile. Let us discuss some difference between RAM and ROM. In RAM, first point, the full form of RAM is random access memory, and ROM stands for read only memory. A second point, definition. RAM is a form of data storage that can be accessed randomly at any time in any order by CPU. In ROM, it is also a form of data storage that generally stores hardwired instructions or instructions stored as form of circuit for the computer to start initially. And third, alternation. RAM content can be changed or altered as and when required. In ROM, ROM cannot easily altered or reprogrammed. And fourth point, use. RAM allows the computer to read and data quickly to run applications. In ROM, ROM stores the program required to initially boot the computer or reboot the computer. And fifth, operation supported. It allows reading and writing. In ROM, it allows only reading. And as 6 is volatility. In RAM is volatile. Its contents are lost when device is powered off. In ROM, it is non-volatile. Its contents are retained even when the device is powered off. And seventh, size. Larger than ROM can be up to some gigabytes. Smaller but larger enough to hold basic instruction is up to some megabytes. And next, speed. RAM chip can read data faster than ROM. In ROM is slower as compared to RAM. And types. First type is DRAM, dynamic RAM. Second, SDRAM, synchronous dynamic RAM. And third, SRAM, static RAM. And fourth, EDORAM, extended data output RAM. And fifth, DDR SDRAM, double data rate SDRAM. In ROM, first type is PROM, programmable ROM. Second, EPROM, erasable programmable ROM. And third, EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable ROM. CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor, etc. Okay. In this diagram, first is the RAM and second is the ROM. Clear? Second point is external memory. It is also known as auxiliary memory or second memory. The memory that can store data, files for later use, that is permanently. There are various types of secondary device available these days. Some most common storage devices are First, magnetic disk or storage media. Second, optical disk or storage media. Let us discuss first magnetic disk. It have high storage capacity and have capacity to access the storage data directly. A magnetic disk consists of plastic or metal circular plate platter which is coated with magnetic oxide layer or magnetic material. There are a number of invisible concentric circles called tracks made on the surface of the disk. Each disk further divided into wedges called sector. Next, magnetic disks are hard disk or floppy disk. Clear? Okay. The difference between hard disk and floppy disk are: in hard disk, first point removable and portable. In floppy disk, first point remains fixed. In second point, in hard disk, less storage capacity, that is 1.44 MB. In floppy disk, much higher storage capacity, that is 80 GB to 300 GB. In hard disk, third point, speed of data access is slow. In floppy disk, third point, much faster data access as compared to floppy disk. And 4 point, comes protected with a plastic jacket and can be easily damaged. And 4th point, in floppy disk, sealed in a metal jacket and remains inside the computer, cannot be easily damaged. Okay, you see in this diagram, first is the hard disk and second is the floppy disk. And second, optical disk or storage media. And this data is stored and read using a laser beam. Some optical disks are: first, CD compact disc. There are different types of CD. First, CD-ROM, compact disc, read-only memory. CDR, compact disc, recordable or readable. CD-RW, compact disc, rewritable. And next, DVD, digital versatile disc. And there are different types. First, DVD-ROM, digital versatile disc, read-only memory. DVD-R, digital versatile disc, readable. DVD-RW, digital versatile disc, rewritable. And next, pen drive or flash drive, Blu-ray disc or memory cards and others. These are the different types of optical disc or storage media. We will discuss some very important of storage media like CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc. A Blu-ray disc is a new generation technology disc. We will discuss about Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc, also known as Blu-ray generation optical disc data storage format. The format was developed to enable recording, rewriting and playback of high definition video or HD, as well as storing large amount of data. The format offers more than 5 times the storage capacity of traditional DVDs. It was designed to supersede the DVD format, or simply we can say Blu-ray is the successor to DVD. Blu-ray is an optical disc format such as CD and DVD. While a CD can hold 700 MB of data and a basic DVD can hold 4.7 GB of data, a single Blu-ray disc can hold up to 25 GB of data. Even a double sided dual layer DVD, which are not common, can only hold 17 GB of data. Dual layer Blu-ray disc will be able to store 50 GB of data, that is equivalent to 4 hours of HD TV. Some notes about Blu-ray disc. A single layer disc can hold 25 GB, while a dual layer disc can hold 50 GB of data. It can hold over 9 hours of high definition video on a 50 GB disc and about 23 hours of standard definition HD video on a 50 GB disc. Clear? Okay. Why the name Blu-ray? Answer is that the name Blu-ray is derived from the underlying technology which use a blue vault layer to read and write data. The name is combination of blue and ray. A next question: who developed Blu-ray? The Blu-ray disc format was developed by the Blu-ray Disc Association. And other is cloud storage or computing, not a device. Cloud storage is the newest way of storing files and data. Cloud storage is a cloud computing model in which data is stored on remote servers accessed from the internet or cloud. It is maintained, operated and managed by a cloud storage service provider on a storage servers that are built on virtualization technology. This gives you agility, global scale and durability with anytime, anywhere data access. Popular cloud storage services are Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, etc. Simply we can say that cloud computing is a storage area on internet. In this we can store our documents and or files and we can access anywhere in the world. Okay. The difference between primary memory and secondary memory. First, primary memory. Memory is directly connected to and accessed by a computer CPU. In secondary memory, not directly connected to CPU. A second point, in primary memory, memory is volatile. In secondary memory, non-volatile. In primary memory, third point, direct access by CPU. And third point, in secondary memory, indirected access by CPU. And fourth point, in primary memory, faster data access. And fourth point, in secondary memory, slower data access. Fifth point, in primary memory, used for processing data. Fifth point, in secondary memory used for storing data. And sixth point, in primary memory small size. And sixth point, in secondary memory larger size. And last point, in primary memory it is a part of the main computer and is fixed in the form of a chip, so it is not portable. A last point, in secondary memory it is not a part of the main computer, so it is portable, pocket sized and can be moved around easily. Some notice some other primary memory are: first CPU register or second cache memory. Let us discuss about first CPU register. A register is the fastest memory. Register is a part of the computer processor which is used to hold a computer instructions, perform mathematical operation as storage, address or any kind of data. The register's memory indicate the capacity of the register to hold the size of data it can hold. The capacity varies on the design of the processor and varies. For example, a 32-bit microprocessor can have 8-bit register giving memory size to 56 bits. Registers are temporary memory units that store data and are located in the processor instead of in RAM, so data can be accessed and stored faster. And as second, cache memory. Cache memory is extremely fast memory that is built into a computer's central processing unit, that is CPU. The data that is stored within a cache might be values that have been computed earlier or duplicates of original values that are stored elsewhere. The CPU uses cache memory to store instructions that are repeatedly required to run programs, improving overall system speed. As the processor of computer process data, it look first in the cache memory, and if it find the data there it access without accessing original memory area. It does not have to do the more time consuming reading of data from larger memory. Okay, done? Clear? In next video I will discuss about home assignment or homework chapter 2. So please like this video and subscribe my channel. जिन स्टूडेंट ने अभी चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है वो उस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, जिससे चैप्टर सेकेंड का जो होम असाइनमेंट होमवर्क है उसका नोटिफिकेशन उनको मिल सके. तो सो प्लीज़ press the bell icon and subscribe my channel. Thanks to all. Have a nice day.